Isolate the surd. Isolate the surd. Isolate the surd. Isolate the surd. I don't know how many times I have to say the same thing before we all get it. If you see a surd is this thing with a root, this thing over here. This is my surd. If you see a surd, the very first thing that you need to do is to isolate the surd. Isolate means to get alone. So you want the surd all alone on one side. This thing over here needs to move because it's next to the surd. What do you want to do? Isolate the surd. Isolate the surd. Isolate the surd. Right. So we want to get rid of the plus 3. So we're going to subtract 3 on both sides. So I'm going to have the square root of x minus 1 equals to x minus 4 minus 3. So it's going to give me a minus 7. Okay. I subtracted 3 on both sides. Step 1, what was step 1? Isolate the surd. Great, we've done that. The surd is alone. Why did we want to isolate the surd? Because how are you going to get rid of the surd? You're going to square both sides. Okay, so the side needs to get squared and that side needs to get squared as well. If the surd is not isolated, then when squaring, you wouldn't get rid of the surd. Okay, so great, we've got it alone now. We've isolated it, we've squared both sides. My left hand side is then only going to be x minus 1. My right hand side, okay, so I've got the bracket squared. Please understand the bracket squared, when there's two terms and the bracket is being squared, it's going to generate 3 terms. Okay, so if you don't know the quick way, okay, let's just write here quickly, x minus 7, and if this is squared, it means it's multiplying by itself. So the x multiplies with the x, that gives us x squared. The x multiplies with a negative 7, that's minus 7x. The minus 7 multiplies with x, that's another minus 7x. And the minus 7 multiplies with the minus 7, that's going to give us positive 49. These two are like, so you will add them together and you'll have x squared minus 14x plus 49. Right? So if you don't know the quick way, then you do the whole FOIL thing and you multiply everything out. Make sure you multiply it out properly. Again, just remember, if there's 2 terms, if there's a binomial that's being squared, it generates 3 terms. Okay, great. I've taught my learners the quick way for some of them, right? So the quick way is your first term squared, your last term squared, first times second times 2, so that's minus 14x. If you don't know the quick way, do the FOIL thing, right? So it's okay. Right, anyway, so we've done that now. Step 1, isolate the surd. Step 2, square both sides. Step 3, get this into standard form. We spoke about standard form in one of the previous videos, right? So you want everything on one side equated to 0. So I'm going to get rid of these. I'm going to add subtract x on both sides, add 1 on both sides. Then I'm going to have a 0 on my left. And now I've got x squared. That is going to be minus 15x. And it is going to be plus 50. Right, this is nice. This is a basic trinomial. We should know how to factorize basic trinomials. If you don't know how to factorize and you want to go lean on the quadratic formula, then you do that as many times as you want. Okay, let's factorize this. In fact, I think it's going to be easy. The factors of, let's write down the factors of 50. So it's always 1 and 50 because 1 is a factor of everything. Can 2 go in there? Sure, 2 and 25. Can 3 go in there? No. Can 4 go in there? No. Can 5 go in there? 5 and 10. Is there anything else? That's enough. Okay, so let's go here. 5 and 10 can give me my minus 15. So let's go write down our 2 sets of brackets. Inside the brackets is going to go x and x. Why can we do that? It's a basic trinomial. There's a 1 in front of the x. Okay, and then you have a 5 and a 10 because that gives you the 15. You have a minus 15, so these have to both be negative, and that's a positive there, so your signs are the same. Looks like it works, right? Next, again, two things multiply. This one is multiplying with this one. Product is 0. Take the 1, take the other one, and equate them both to 0. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so this one over here, x minus 5 is equal to 0. So add 5 on both sides, so you can have x equals to 5. And on the other one, so it's or x minus 10 equals 0. and you add 10 on both sides. So x is equal to 10. Right, now we're not done. And the reason we're not done is because you're dealing with a surd. Because you have a surd, there are certain restrictions on values that you can find. Okay, so example, you have a surd, so you can't have a negative under the root, because if you have a negative under the root, then it would be undefined, or not undefined, rather, it would be non-real, no real solution. Okay, it would be complex, imaginary. Anyway, so if there's a negative under the root, then you know you can't have a solution, can't have a real solution. So you need to test your values. Let's take our values that we found. We found a 5 and we found a 10. And let's go put it into, let's go with the original. And let's see if the statement is going to be true. Let's start with the 5. So 5 minus 1 is 4. The square root of 4, right? Square root of 4 is 2. So that's going to give me a 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. So if I put 2 in here, or rather if I put 5 in here, my left hand side reduces to 5. Okay, my right hand side, 5 as the x value, 5 minus 4 is 1. If I put 5 in, the left hand side is not equal to the right hand side. So we have to go throw the 5 away. Okay, so let's go here, take our pen, and we go throw the 5 away. It can't be 5. Let's test the 10. Okay, so 10 is in there. 10 minus 1 is 9. Square root of 9 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. So my left hand side would be 6 if I put in 10. Right hand side, 10 minus 4, also 6. Great. The left hand side and the right hand side are equal. So why did you test? You tested because you had a surd. Just throw that away again. You tested because you had a surd. Because of your surd, there's certain restrictions that you have. Okay. Make sure if there's a surd, you test. Right.